Hi everyone, it's Nat from Cherish Cards. Today we are going to have a play with some paper rose. We have this paper rose gum leaf stencil, which I really love. This stencil is really, really cool. We're going to use some distress inks of crushed olives, mowed lawn and barn door. And we're going to use this Altenew stamp set called Bad Days Happen. I love this stamp set. It is so, so cool. Then the words in this stamp set, a friend of mine sort of quite often says, not my circus, not my monkeys, not my circus. It's just so much fun. So we're also going to use a bit of Prismacolor pencils with this, and we're going to stamp our sentiment out with VersaFine Black Onyx. So we're going to use some little daubers. And this, you don't really want to use this with too much of an intricate stencil because it's going to be really, really hard to put all this dauber down, this ink down. So I'm using a piece of scrap paper. I did this card quite a while ago. So this scrap piece of paper is a lot dirtier now than it used to be. But for some reason, I just always go back to this. So we're putting down the crushed olive, and I'm trying to avoid the little flowers for the time being. We're going to add a little bit of variation in the leaves with the mowed lawn, and this is how I'm going to do all the flowers, all the leaves on this. And honestly, we're going to do the same thing with the flowers, but the flowers are a little bit different. So we'll go with the flow here and we'll see what happens. So I'm using the mowed lawn at the base of the leaf and providing that little bit of texture to it. And now I'm going to go back in and find a clean spot on my little thing and be ever so carefully add in the green for the little flowers. So we've done all that. We've got, going to go in with some Prismacolor pencils. We've got kelp green, we've got dark green, and we've got scarlet lake. This is where I'm going to apply it with down the center for the veins and that little bit of extra shadowing and contrast at the base of the leaf. And we're going to go through and do all the what I actually do, all the leaves, what I actually do is some of the leaves aren't actually joined. You can see one right near my finger sort of thing. It's not actually joined. So this is where we're going to fill in those colours a little bit more. The dark green. Now over on my blog, I will list all the numbers of the, well, there are only the 3 pencils, but I will have a list of the pencils on the blog. I will have a list of the colours and everything else. Again, this card is for Leslie from Little Bits in Keysborough, so her information will be down below as well. So while I do that, what can I say? We are about 12 days away from finishing stage 4 lockdown. The countdown has started. I'm going to focus on the fact that it's going to finish and not on the fact that it possibly might continue. Who knows? We don't know. We just got to hope and pray that it's going to finish now. We're coming in now with the Scarlet Lake. Now these, as you can see with the stencil right near my finger there, you have just 4 little prongs. I'm going to fill that in with the Scarlet Lake and fill in the gap in between the bottom of the bud and the actual where the flower is going to come out. That's what I'm doing right there with the green. I think it's a dark green. Go back in with a little bit of kelp green to provide a bit of. So this card really is a simple card in its design. And honestly, it didn't take very long. Clearly this card is not a long video at all. So give it a try. It provides a really nice little gentle and soft finished product. Take off our stickiness. I've got my Make Art Here station here, which is what I used with the stencil. This is a great thing. So the sentiment we're going to use is a little bit meh, which my sons used to always use, and it used to drive me insane. I must be getting old. And we're going to stamp that in the VersaFine Black Onyx ink pad, which is a nice, crisp, very wet. I do use that for embossing sometimes, but it just stamps up beautifully. That's basically our card. So it's really a simple card this week. We're going to play around with the backing. And so I've cut that panel down to 14.1 by 9.7, which is my standard sort of go-to measurement. And the black is 14.4 by 10 centimetres, which fits an Aussie A6 card front. And when I made this card quite a few weeks ago, I was going through a stage of constantly getting everything everywhere. So we cleaned that up with a bit of sand eraser. And that is it. As I said, a simple card. Like and subscribe, and I hope to see you back here very, very soon. And hop over to the blog. Take care. Bye.